Hello and welcome to the Positively Pebbles podcast, the companion to my Positively Pebbles newsletter, looking to put more positivity, more joy, and good news out into the world. Thank you so much for being here for another episode of the podcast. And this week was a celebration. So Sunday's newsletter marked the 1-year anniversary of the Positively Pebbles newsletter. And I talked about how there had been many ups and downs, but at the end of the day, standing at the 1-year mark, I really am just overwhelmed, mostly with feelings of happiness and hope and gratitude. And one feeling that I didn't mention, but I actually thought about later, was pride. The thing that I'm most proud of is having committed and followed through on weekly issues. I know it doesn't sound like a big, huge deal to everyone, but for me, this was a big deal. So for me, having completed a full year of the newsletter is something I definitely should be proud of. Traditionally, I am not the best at sticking with things, specifically things that need to be done on a consistent basis. I really follow through on, those challenges and resolutions, like when people do like monthly fitness challenges, when they do things like no sugar September or any type of like 100-day challenge. I'm actually currently in the middle of a 100-day challenge, that I'm doing with some of my cousins, and it's around journaling. And I started off strong, as I always do, but around the halfway point, I definitely started to fall off. And it doesn't mean that I'm giving up, but also I'm nowhere near completing the entire 100 days. I also started a 100-day like this art creativity project about a year ago. And while I also started out strong with that one, it's still, an unfinished project. But you know what? It's okay. And I wanted to share this today because I know we all have unfinished projects and challenges in our lives. And I also don't think that we talk enough about the times that we haven't completed those things. And I don't want to say fail because I don't look at them as failures. I just kind of see them for what they are, unfinished. It doesn't mean that you'll never get it done or that you didn't learn something from what you did do. The 100-day journal project, while completing what I did, it was very satisfying and I'm happy to be writing more. It also allows me to connect with my cousins who are in, different parts of the state and the country that I don't get to see often. My 100-day art creativity project, well, what I did do, it was beautiful. It allowed me to slow down and to see how creative I can be and to express myself in a new and different way. Both of these examples also showed me a little about, my priorities, my values, and my needs in that time period. My 100 days of the journal project, they're not over, and I will jump back in and out, and I 100% plan on finishing my art project. It's something that can be done in bite-sized pieces, and I do find myself randomly going back at it and will eventually complete it. The bite-sized pieces will then be put together into one large piece of artwork, and I'm excited about that. Don't get me wrong, I understand the value and support doing projects and challenges like these. Many times they help us to develop helpful and healthy habits. I actually did one last year that I did complete, which was a phone-free challenge for a month to take 1 hour each day to completely put my phone away and do something for myself. It was a very peaceful month. I loved it. And I hope that you take my example as a reminder that you don't have to be perfect. I know that there are a million people out there telling you the opposite, and I know that what I'm saying isn't what works for everyone. But for someone listening who needs to hear that it's okay to take a step back, to change direction, or just pause, this is your sign. Be kind to yourself. You're doing your best. For today's good news story, I want to tell you about a post that someone shared about a lunch lady in their neighborhood. Now, the lunch lady had told them a story and said that she sees what kids eat and, more importantly, what they don't eat. She said that there was a boy in the 4th grade, a sweet kid who always wears the same oversized hoodie. Every day for 2 weeks, he would open his lunchbox, look inside, and then close it, telling his friends that he wasn't hungry today. But she could hear his stomach growl. His lunchbox was empty. She said she didn't want to embarrass him, so she started a quote-unquote game where she would walk by his table and loudly say, "Oh shoot, I made way too many grilled cheese sandwiches today." Then would say if no one else eats them, then she has to just throw them away, and asked if anyone would help. His eyes lit up and he slowly raised his hand. She gave him 2, an apple and a chocolate milk, whispering to him that he was doing her a huge favor. Every day he goes to the counter to check to see if she made any mistakes that day. And she says she makes a mistake every single day and always will. Thank you so much for joining me for the Positively Pebbles podcast. Would love for you to join me on Sunday mornings with my Positively Pebbles newsletter, The Uplifting Way to Get Your Week Started. Details on how to subscribe in the show notes. Until next time, be kind to others and especially to yourself.